That really hasn't panned out. A couple weeks ago, he wrecked the car pretty bad, and that's going to need a whole new front clip. But it is fun to be able to race against like my great uncle Tom Quaddy. That's a blast. I'm still a little mad at him. He cut me off in the last race, so I am going to hold that against him. So.
Oh, pretty fun. You know, your dad races the modified. Any desire to take the modified out yourself there, or does he even let you even do it other than moving it in and out of the trailer? Or
I don't even move it in and out of the trailer. I don't want anything to do with that car. Every time he seems to go out, it comes back wrecked. So I don't know. My brother actually did drive it the other day, so you never know. Maybe my brother will make his debut one of these weeks in the modified.
Well, you know, I'm a dirt track guy and an asphalt guy too, so it's like I'd love to see you behind the wheel of a modified sometime. Maybe you could get in somebody else's modified sometime just to give her a shot. Totally different driving, and you know, but being able to do both disciplines does help you on both fronts though too.
It's a wild deal. I used to go to dirt races when I was little just because that's all my grandpa and my great uncle Phil did in Wisconsin, and Phil's one of the most decorated drivers. I mean, he's in the Hall of Fame at just about every track in Wisconsin. So it was cool watching dirt racing when I was growing up, but then I was able to come back and go and watch my dad race at Elko Raceway Park. So when he decided that he wanted to go to dirt, it put a smile on my face because it's kind of going back to the roots of Prusak racing. So
been around for a long time, Prusak racing, so it's a lot of fun. You know, your brother helps out. Does he have any desire to do any racing?
He says no, but I think he does. I mean, I think he sees what my checking account looks like at the end of the year, and then I think he's not real fond of the idea. But he likes working on the cars. He helps out Brian Rolstead a lot. He's been spotting for him this year. I've been spotting for Brian, but Max is a pretty key figure in helping Brian set up the car and do everything else you can imagine. So he stays busy out of there.
Definitely so. Now you changed numbers this year, so that apparently that helped a little bit here for the superstitious people out there.
Well, that would be me. I was always number 66, kind of to following my dad's footsteps, and then my uncle Phil was he was number 66 as well. Last year, halfway through the year, I changed it to number 4. Thought that would shake the bad luck. It kind of did, kind of didn't. And this year I figured, well, if Dad's going to be racing out at Elko, 66 is going to be out there. Why not change my number to 6? Then there's some affiliation between the two of us, and so that's kind of the reasoning behind that. We'll see if it sticks. I don't know.
We'll see about that one. You could have changed it to 22 because Joey Logano, you've had some contact with Joey. Have you had any messages or any contact recently with Joey?
We actually talked earlier this year. Actually, when I was down in Daytona, we talked, and we were trying to plan a get-together, meet-up deal. Never panned out, obviously. He's a busy guy when he's down there, but we still talk off and on Twitter, so...
Got to get him to come up and run a race up in this part sometime. I know he doesn't get up this way too often, but boy, would that be cool to get him behind the wheel of your power stock. I mean, that everybody would be looking at that car going, whoa, let's see what he can do here. That'd be interesting to do.
You don't know how hard I've tried to make that happen. His deal is RP, Roger Penske. Typically, he's not a big fan of allowing his drivers to do that. It's definitely not like no Joe Gibbs deal. Gibbs allows Kyle Busch. I mean, even Denny Hamlin, Matt Kenseth. I mean, all those guys are running late model races throughout the year, but Penske's kind of against that. So I don't know if he'll ever do any late model races, at least when he's running in the Cup Series. I mean, same with Keselowski. You'd love to see that guy go and run some late model races, but I just don't know if you'll ever see it.
You know, that's funny that you brought that up because I did hear this week Elio Castroneves was talking, and they were saying, "Hey, it would be kind of cool to see you in a Cup car or something like that." And he goes, "I'd love to do it, but no, he will not let me drive the car." You know, that's all. And this is what Roger says, so that's all. That's how he talks. I mean, he's a cool guy to meet. If you don't want to meet him, a cool guy, and he's just like he is on TV in real life. He is just a happy. He's like a cool guy you just want to hang out and be around. Elio Castroneves. But says the same thing there. You know, he'd have to race if Joey came. He'd have to race under an assumed name or something like that, and that's something Tony Stewart has done before.
Right. Well, I was just gonna say. I mean, you could always fake who he is. I just don't know if it's ever going to happen. But
I think with social media, it'd get out pretty darn quick.
Right,
It would
all
be
of a
lighting
sudden-
up like crazy, and the lines would be going nuts at Elko Speedway. People wanting to come out there and meet Joey Logano, whatever his name is this week.
we'd see a helicopter landing in the infield with Roger Penske walking out of it, going to grab Joey and pull him back in and leave. So
Yeah, that might not be a good thing. We don't want to lose his job because of your racing and stuff like that. So what's on tap here for you tonight here? I know at Elko Speedway they've got the kids' night going on, and they got the school bus rides, which I've been told get there early because they're going to do them before the races too. So, here's your chance to ride in the school bus. No, you don't want to do that. You can wave at all the kids when they come by, so that'll be a fun thing.
tonight, I mean, we're going to look just to carry the momentum over from last week. I mean, we had a pretty good week, especially where we started. I almost was able to beat Tom Doughton in both races, so I was really looking to try and rub that in his face. So hopefully tonight, I mean, we can just carry that over. Looking for the car to be the same. I have to go home and I have to finish some repairs on it because if anybody noticed, there was quite a bit of smoke rolling out of my car after the second feature. So we had a little issue with the transmission. Knock on wood. Hopefully nothing carries over with that. So I just got to finish some things up, and then we're looking to have some fun tonight.
And it's supposed to be dry, on the rain showers early on, or move it out. However, as you were checking the weather earlier, you said it's going to be a lot cooler tonight. Something we're not used to at the racetrack here. Maybe the car will run a little bit different. Be more comfortable for the driver, at least.
Right. I'm guessing speeds are going to be a little bit faster tonight, especially with the cool weather. The track's probably not going to have too much rubber on it, especially because of the rain this week. So I think hopefully we can get some practice in. Hopefully it's not raining down there anymore. But I think it's going to be a great night of racing. I think there's going to be a lot of passing. Fast times are going to be laid down. It should be an overall great night.
All right, Joey Prusak, you guys in the power stocks at